Hello everyone, welcome. Just a little disclaimer, this video is a little bit all over the place. It features some jobs that I've just managed to get back to and finish off. There's jobs that I'm sort of halfway through where you don't get to see the finished result in this video. And just a few little clips that I've dropped in showing some of the new developments for Smelts pressure washing. If you enjoy watching stuff like this, then you might want to consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell to let you know when the next upload drops. Good morning. We are back at this amazing house that some of you might recognise from 8 months ago exactly, actually. The reason we're back is because the customer called me the other day and asked if there's anything we can do to do like a top-up Biocide treatment, because he's starting to get some moss returning, which I didn't expect after 8 months. We didn't seal any of this because to seal this whole area the price would be astronomical. So instead we just pressure washed it, biocided, and then resanded it. So I popped back to have a look, and I'm not very happy, to be honest. I mean, it's only been 8 months, and from a distance it still looks good, but in some areas, particularly where there's been standing water, we're already getting like quite aggressive moss regrowth. And I think this area particularly is all the water comes down from the drive and it pulls here, so I can sort of explain that bit away. But then as you go further down, there are lots of little weeds popping up, which is kind of to be expected. You can't really make any promises when it comes to weeds because you can't control Mother Nature. No one can guarantee how long it's going to take for weeds to start growing back. But the moss, definitely, I'm shocked. This bit's starting to go green as well. But then when you get further down, look at this. It's crazy. It's even worse over here. And what I think's happened is what's going on here is a lack of drainage and lots of areas of standing water, because where the water has been allowed to flow down, I mean, there is still a bit of moss, I suppose, but I think these retaining walls are potentially trapping a lot of moisture in underneath the blocks in the sub base, and I think all that moisture is encouraging moss regrowth, particularly with like the heavy rain we've had this year, because there's nowhere for any of this moisture to escape. Normally you'd expect to see like drain holes at the bottom of these, and that does partly explain why we've got quite a lot of efflorescence coming through. It's like moisture coming through from the back of the bricks. These bits have drain holes, but they're actually above the brick line. So that'll take the moisture, that'll take the standing water from the top of the blocks. But everything below that, the moisture's sort of trapped in. I don't know exactly what I'm talking about here, but that's my sort of feeling anyway. That, I mean, it's even up near the house as well. Got the same issue where, you know, all these walls, they're going white, I think because the moisture behind them. And we've got all this moss. Dog's not very happy with me today. Lost quite a lot of sand through this as well. This was obviously all resanded on a nice dry day, but a lot of that's disappeared. So yeah, I'm just a little bit disappointed with the results, to be honest. So after only 8 months, the customer actually phoned just to see if he could do the Biocide himself. So he hadn't phoned to complain or anything, but when I asked how it looks, he said, well, it's not as good as I expected, to be honest, and I could understand why. So the other reason we're here today is to wash this composite decking, because it's very slippy apparently. And this is my only access for the day. I've got to get up this ladder. Look at these views, man. So I've got some Max Clean Pro that I'm going to brush in with the gardener backpack, and then I'm just going to do a light pressure wash on it, I think. I'm going to do another Biocide treatment with the X-Jet before I was applying it with the gardener backpack. The other thing I thought about is I washed it and then did the Biocide before the sand. I'm wondering if I'd have done the Biocide after the sand, it would have sort of created a barrier and sort of treating the sand between the joints. That might have stopped some of the regrowth. Whereas I've put the sand in afterwards, and maybe that's not helped either. Anyway, bit of a long intro. Sorry about that. Let's get cracking. Okay, so we've got the Max Clean Pro. I'm going to go in at light contamination, which is 200 ml to 5 litres of water. So we're going to do 800 ml to 20 litres of water in the gardener backpack. I think my maths is right. You'll find all of my affiliate links for each of the products that I use in my videos all down in the description. Like I've said before, I am affiliated with Pure Seal, but I've been recommending their products way before we had any sort of relationship, because I really do think they're the best on the market. You can also find a link to their approved applicator training course down below. Module 1 is the one that I've done, and it will literally tell you everything you need to know about how to identify each surface, tell the difference between all the different types of stones, which is very important, how to prepare them, clean them, which chemicals are most safe and effective, and then how to seal each surface afterwards. It's well worth the money. Everyone who's been on the course would recommend it. And not only do you get to take home a massive Bible to refer back to at a later date whenever you need to remind yourself of anything you've learned on the course, but also you get added to their private approved applicators group on Facebook, where you can get one-to-one advice from the Pure Seal team if you need a bit of extra support on a particularly difficult job. An absolute wealth of knowledge, years of experience, links down in the description. Okay, we're all done. Looking really nice. Customers just got home, they're happy. There are still a few stains down here where there's a little bit of green, some dark grey areas here, but other than that, pretty pleased. Not slippy anymore anyway. Oh dear, got a little bit of a flood down here, I didn't realise. And this is what I'm talking about. There's I mean, the rainwater will still get through here, but it's not draining anywhere, it's just pooling. There's no like drainage solution, so this could be part of the reason why the moss is being allowed to grow back. Morning, welcome to the channel. Today I've got my first 2-story roof scrape. I've done plenty of, I've done maybe 5 or 6 bungalows, but this is the first one that I'm going to be doing that's bigger than a bungalow basically. I've just bought this from Gutter Vacuum Systems, which is a roof scraper attachment. So this is the double one. You can sort of flip it upside down, use the scraper, flip it the other way and use the brush. I just went for the flat one for now because that's all I need for this job. I've got an extra shorter scraper as well. I'm guessing that's a little bit stiffer. I'm going to take this plastic bit off, and I should just be able to connect it to the gooseneck on my gardener pole. So I'll do that now, see how it fits. Okay, so the only thing I've noticed is this screw is too big to go through this hole, so I'm not able to use the gutter vacuum system's clamp. So I had to sort of disassemble this bit and just use the gardener clamp, which is fine, still works perfectly. Yeah, see how we get on. Now I just need to pop the hose off, thread that out the end. Now I've got a feeling I'm going to be getting there and turning straight back home because the weather's not looking too good today. I don't think roof scraping is ideal in like damp conditions anyway, because the moss will tend to just break up and turn into sludge. But on top of that, it's actually raining as well, which is going to make me super uncomfortable all day. So I'm going to go over and just have a look. It's not supposed to rain all day, but we'll show our face and see what happens. See you there. Okay, so I've just done a quick test. I'm also going to change this one for the shorter brush. I don't think the long one's suitable for these tiles really. Other way. There we go. So this is the house. Very foggy today. So we're going to be doing this one and next doors as well, which is a little bit bigger. So we've got the upper and lower portion, same on the back as well. I've already started a little test patch at the top. Obviously, as ever, it's taking much longer than I expected. It's probably took me about 20 minutes just to do the little ridge, but hoping it gets a little bit easier the further down. I'll get up there and show you the roof. I definitely don't think the rain's doing me any favours. It is sort of spreading and just flicking around everywhere rather than just coming down in nice clumps, so we'll see how we get on. Okay, I'm only here. This has took me an hour and 20 minutes so far. This is back-breaking work from a ladder. I'm preempting a lot of people in the comments expressing concern that I'm doing this from a ladder, and I totally understand why. The issue is on this property, on both sides, there's nowhere to put a scaffolding tower. And so the next best option is a cherry picker, but I don't have an IPAF license and I've got no experience using a cherry picker. The other thing I could have done is got on one of those roof ladders that hook over the ridge. They've got those little wheels on them. But the whole reason we're scraping this roof in the first place is because it's quite fragile in some areas. Lots of loose tiles, lots of mortar dropping from the ridge. And so I didn't really want to risk climbing on the roof either. Although I was complaining on the day, I did actually feel very, very safe on my triple ladders. I don't put myself at unnecessary risk. I've got 2 kids, you know, I'm not playing games with this roof cleaning stuff. I think it just came as a bit of a shock as to how long it was taking. I don't know if I'm just being too much of a perfectionist trying to get all the little bits of moss from underneath the lips of the tiles. But honestly, this is the most labour intensive job I've ever done. And when you can still see moss up there, it just doesn't feel very rewarding at all. I've seen videos of other people doing roof scrapes and they leave a lot more moss on the roof than I did here. I just need to find a balance between caring and doing a good job and actually finishing the job in an appropriate amount of time. I've finished everything that's facing the road. I've just got to go back tomorrow to do the back. Right, we're back at Where Next Garden Centre. It's time to put some Biocide down. Finally got a dry day. Back clear 50 from Pure Seal. I'm going to pre-mix it 10:1 and then put it through the X-Jet at 1:3, so that's a 1:30 dilution ratio. here's a little clip from a bungalow that I've been to quote to have the roof scraped and the driveway pressure washed. And we've won this job, which is good. I've got a friend helping me with this one, and we'll be climbing on the roof and doing this one by hand because the pitch of the roof is nice and shallow. The only issue that I've got is, in order to order the right roof scraping attachment to fit the profile of the tile, I need to know which tiles these are. I've asked around on the pressure washing Facebook page. I'm torn between Marley Anglia and Norfolk Pan tile, but they both look exactly the same, and I don't really know. So if anyone else knows, I'd really appreciate it if you dropped it in the comments. I've also received my custom Pro Grip order, and this is for mounting all my poles and brooms and lances in my new van, which I haven't really spoken about. I'll be doing a full video on the new van soon, going through all my plans. I'm actually going to be visiting PWS on the 1st of March for some significant upgrades, so stay tuned for that. Now, I've also been hounding Daniel, the founder of Pro Grip, to give me a discount code for you guys. And there's nothing in it for me. I like promoting businesses that I think create great products. This isn't sponsored or anything like that. But Daniel's kindly given us a discount code. If you use Smout10 on the website, you'll get 10% off all your orders between now and the end of March. Head over to progrip.uk, and if you can't find what you need, just send them a message on Instagram or Facebook. Speaking of the new van, I thought about mounting the ladders internally on the inside of the roof, but I thought, I've just got a bigger van. The last thing I want to do is lose extra headroom in the back with 2 sets of ladders. And so instead what I've done is paid an absolute fortune for a proper ladder rack with a roller on the back. And then to be able to get up there, I've had to bolt a ladder to the door as well. Please excuse the state of the roof. I will get around to cleaning that, I promise. Crazy how much money you have to spend just for a bit of convenience, a bit of extra room. I used to buy fast cars and expensive gaming computers, and now I'm spending hundreds of pounds on ladder racks. Crazy how owning a business changes your priorities and your spending habits. I'm scared. I don't want to drill my new van. Maybe I should make a punch mark first so that the drill doesn't move around. I think it needs to be bigger. This is all I've got, it's not ideal. Okay, let's do it. I don't want to start a fire on the inside because there's padding. What if it catches on fire?
Oh, it stinks.
All that stuff.
Why would it catch on fire?
I don't know, it's getting very hot, isn't it?
How'd it go?
I think it went well. There's a burn mark around the paint though. That's bad, isn't it? Mm. How are you supposed to get a clean hole with that? It's through.
Yay.
It's in a good spot. Ow! Shouldn't have touched that. That's hot and sharp.
Yeah.
That's a good spot. I'm happy with that.
Mm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get the paper.
Right guys, thanks for watching. I know this one's been a little bit all over the place. I've had lots of jobs over the last couple of weeks and it's been very busy. But because of the weather, things have been very on and off. I've had to push jobs back and move things around, which I hate doing. And I hate having jobs that aren't complete. It makes me very anxious knowing that I've got work outstanding. But things are going really well at the moment. The quotes are starting to roll in. If you're quiet, just have faith that things will start to pick up now. Pressure washing season is officially upon us. Around about this time of year, I know there's going to be a lot of people entering the industry and trying out pressure washing for the first time. If I could give you any advice, it would be to just remain consistent. Don't expect the phone to start ringing off the hook. You know, just because you've decided to leave your job and buy loads of expensive equipment, it takes a long time to develop a customer base that's going to recommend you to their friends and family. Those reviews are really important. And you've got a lot to learn about both marketing and doing the job itself. Pressure washing might sound easy, but actually I think there's a lot more to it. Just understand that you're going to have some really hard times. You're going to fail, but integrity is everything. recovering from those failures and doing the best thing for the customer shows character. And that's what builds a really good reputation. Good luck to everyone who's taken the leap into self-employment. It's the best thing I've ever done. And if you'd like some support or one-to-one advice, have a listen to this next segment. Thanks for watching. Now these videos take a lot of time and effort to film and edit on top of trying to run a successful pressure washing business. If you find any of the information in my videos useful, then I'd like for you to consider becoming a paid member of the channel. Circle members and above will get access to my private Discord for members only, where you can pretty much get a hold of me 24 hours a day for inspiration, technical help, marketing advice, or just a general chat. I post pictures and videos that you won't see on any of my other socials. You'll be the first to hear about giveaways, special offers and announcements, and it's just generally a nice place full of like-minded people who are all heading towards similar goals. We've got various different experience levels. We've got a few professionals in the chat as well. If you want to push your business, in my opinion, this is the place to be. We also have two other membership tiers. One is just to show a bit of support for the channel, and the other one is for boosted members, which will not only give you access to the private Discord, but also loads of high quality promotional images for you to start your business. I know what it's like when you're ready to get going, but you don't have any before and after pictures to put on your leaflets. At the moment, there's about 150 images that you can use for pretty much whatever you like, and my intention is to constantly update these over the next few years with all of my before and afters that have helped promote my business. Last thing before I let you go, new videos come out every Monday night at 5:30, and then I go live at 7:30 to chat to you guys and answer as many questions as possible. We do live quotes for real customers and just generally keep up to date with everything going on in the pressure washing world. Thanks for watching.